with already a couple of wins within the region with convincing wins over Wyndmere, Lidgerwood, and Tri-State, 81-30 and 69-37. The opening week of the season, December 3rd and December 5th. Last Tuesday, got their crack at one of the best in the state in Thompson, and maybe not quite the a Thompson team is still very good. I don't know if they're the class of Region 2. Grafton may have something to say about that, but that was a tough win, 32 apiece with 4 minutes left, and it was a good measuring stick on, well, can this team beat one of the top squads in the region? And they certainly had their chance. A 43-35 loss as the Tommies pulled away late in that one. Central Cass struggled. Under 30% from the floor as they were led. Nobody in double figures. Claire Cotton with 9 points. Belle Lennard had 8 as she was 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Had 8 points. Morgan Lee and Riley Holzer at 6 as well for the Central Cass Squirrels. And the Squirrels coming back and winning 53-40 over Mayport CG. Very physical game last week, or on Saturday, I should say, as part of the girls and boys basketball doubleheader. 53-40 was the final score. Squirrels led by 13 at the half and pretty much an even second half. The Patriots never really mounted a serious run to get back into that game. 53-40 was the final score. In that matchup, the Squirrels were 31% from the field, 17 of 55 from the floor. They had 37 rebounds in that one. They had 7 rebounds each. Looking back at that matchup from Saturday, 7 rebounds each. Actually, looking back at the numbers, they were 43%, beg your pardon, from the floor, 43% from the floor. From two-point range, 19 of 52 from the field, as they were led in that victory. 12 points for Emma Lee, 7 points for DeConte Smith off the bench. Smith also grabbed 9 rebounds, 6 rebounds for Jalen Cotton. She had 6 points and 6 rebounds as well in that victory. They face the Richland Colts, who are 3-1. They are just, they say, a couple of points away from being a perfect 4-0 going into this matchup, with already owning a pair of region wins over Lisbon and Wyndmere. Lidgerwood beat Wilmot, South Dakota, 58-33 was the final score in that one on Saturday as they stepped out of region play. As looking back at that matchup, 58-33, Megan Rube had 17 points, and Riley Hendrickson added 10. But Rube has been the story here in the early season for Bruce Shy and the Richland Colts. She is averaging 30 points a game. She had 47. Yes, that is not a misprint. 47 points in their season opening win, 67-38. She outscored the entire Lisbon Broncos team on December 3rd. She had 37 in a loss to Oaks. That became a kind of a one-on-one battle with her and Sadie Hansen of Oaks, 67-65. That's their lone loss of the year. That was last Thursday, 37. She had 37 points in that matchup, 67-65, and that really became kind of a pretty much a one-on-one battle there towards the end, with Rube taking on Hansen of Oaks, and that should be a very, very good team that Oaks is going to throw out there in Region 3. But the Colts, region runners-up last year, they have won 3 of the last 4 matchups against Central Cass, including 67-64 right before the Christmas break last year. That was December 20th of last year in Colfax. Squirrels won the previous year, 65-39, and then you go back in the 2015-16 seasons and 2016-17 seasons, Colts winning handily by scores of 66-44 and 61-35. Early on, here in the region standings at this point, it is very early on, so nothing to get real excited about, but early on, Kindred, Richland, and Central Cass all 2-0 in the region. Northern Cass is 1-0, and the Jags will step out of the region tonight. They will take on Thompson this evening up in Thompson, as we'll take a look at the area schedule here in just a second. Hankinson and Oak Grove, 1-0 in the region. Milner North Sargent is 1-1. Games around the region tonight in the area, in regions 1 and 2. Enderlin is at Maple Valley. Milner North Sargent at Lisbon. Northern Cass at Thompson. Hankinson at Sargent Central. Good matchup there. The Cadets might surprise a few teams as they try to battle their way in Region 1, and a good showing at the Barnes County Tournament as they won a pair of games there. And those are just some of the games around the region this evening. Squirrels will be next in action. This is their final game before the Christmas break. They'll be next in action on January 2nd, where they will host Sargent Central. The Colts have one more game left before the Christmas break. They will host Mayport CG on Thursday, and then they'll host Hillsborough Central Valley. I believe that is a girls and boys basketball doubleheader, and that should be a fun one. That'll be coming up on the 27th in Colfax. It is high school basketball here on 103.9 The Truck, 103.9thetruck.com, presented by Shields. Our Hunter Grain Company starting lineups just around the corner. And we will take a break, come back with more as we'll hear from Shields. Be back with more for the 30-second timeout.
This Christmas, all of us at Shields would like to take a moment to recognize the givers, the makers of smiles, igniters of dreams, good-hearted people who give of themselves unto others and embody the true spirit of the season with gifts of hope to those in need, compassion for those less fortunate, and time together with loved ones. So here's to the givers who give from the heart and make Christmas magic. Merry Christmas from Shields.
Now, back to more high school sports on 103.9 The Truck.
Back here in Castleton, good crowd tonight. Richland Colts and the Central Cass Squirrels. We're glad you're with us tonight here on 103.9 The Truck, online at 103.9thetruck.com. Brad Anderson here. Jeremy McIntyre producing things at our studios. Latest Class B girls basketball poll out for the week. The Colts started the year in the top 10. They got as high as number 9, and after that loss to Oaks, fell out of the top 10 this week. Kindred still number 1. The Vikings getting 15 of 18 first-place votes as the Kindred Vikings taking on Wyndmere Lidgerwood this evening on the area schedule there. As we'll check that, the Vikings at 4-0. They are number 1 right now in, and more than likely will be until they get bumped off at some point. They got a big game with Grafton coming up here during the Christmas break. Langdon Edmore Munich is 2nd. Grafton 3rd. Kidder County is 4th. Trenton number 5. Linton HMB, Mulhall, Lansford, Sherwood, Thompson Rugby, and Four Winds Minnewacan rounding out the top 10. Richland did receive some votes, along with Oaks, Carrington, Hettinger, Scranton, Arway Deemers, and also Underwood. Richland will get their crack at Kindred coming up on January 9th in Kindred. That'll be their regular season matchup as the Vikings, who mowed over DGF the other night. And they have been very impressive early on. I was talking to somebody. It says they were good last year. They looked very strong early on in this one. They might have gotten even a little bit better with Abby Dukeshire and Taryn Johnson and the rest of that very talented crew. They are at Wyndmere Lidgerwood tonight for the Vikings. And then mark this on your calendar, December 30th. That should be a fun one. Kindred and Grafton. That'll be December 30th going on in Grafton. Starting lineups just around the corner here as well is the Colts at 3-1, the Squirrels at 3-1, and both these two teams should be in the hunt as the maybe two of the top teams, if not the two top teams, to try and get their chance and pick off the Kindred Vikings in Region 1. We'll take a timeout. Our national anthem coming up here shortly. We'll come back with the Hunter Grain Company starting lineups with the Colts and the Squirrels tonight here in Castleton. We're back with more after this 90-second timeout on 103.9 The Truck.
Hunter Grain Company has been providing homeowners with propane and propane services for over 30 years. Hunter Grain Company offers competitive pricing, buy or lease-to-own tank programs, tank installation services, and propane system safety checks. Plus, don't forget Hunter Grain Company offers a summer fill program in July and a prepay program in September. Call Hunter Grain Company at 800-441-2470. Always trusted, always ready to serve you. Hunter Grain Company, your local propane headquarters.
Cass Rural Water District, headquartered in Kindred, is proud to serve nearly 5,400 rural residents with quality water in Cass County, as well as parts of Trail, Richland, and Barnes County. As the numbers continue to grow, be assured that their commitment to service is top priority among its 13 communities, including Castleton, Gardner, Amenia, Page, and Grandin, with board members who are also their neighbors. Cass Rural Water District, headquartered in Kindred, proud to support this high school sports broadcast.
How do I fill my hopper this harvest?
How am I going to fill my hopper this year?
Call Proceed or go to proceed.net. Ask about the Right Choice program.
Proceed's Right Choice program this year is featuring the Yeti Hopper 12 cooler. Give your hoppers all they can handle with your favorite high-yielding Proceed varieties, and we'll fill your Yeti Hopper 12 with some great gear.
How am I going to fill my hopper this harvest? Well, fill it with Proceed corn, of course.
Find out more at proceed.net.
Live on the web at 1039thetruck.com.
Our coverage brought to you this evening by Jerry's Excavating of Castleton, by Steve's Heating and Air Conditioning, your carrier dealer of Castleton, Camas Sand and Gravel, by Shields, Kelly's Cafe, and Arthur, and the Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden. Starting lineup here for the visiting Richland Colts, the veteran Bruce Schei, the head coach of the Colts, as they come in at 3-1 of the year and 2-0 in the region. At guard will be number 2, Megan Rube, a 5'9 sophomore, joined in the backcourt by number 14, Caitlin Wagner, a 5'7 senior. The forwards will be number 10, Mackenzie Johnson, a 5'11 junior, and number 12, Katie Erickson, a 5'8 senior. In the middle, number 11, Riley Hendrickson. She is a 5'10 junior. A lot of familiar names from that volleyball team that plays second behind Oak Grove in Region 1. The guards will be Wagner and Rube. Rube averaging 30 points a game through the first 4, including games of 47 and 37. Rube and Wagner, the guards. Johnson and Erickson, the forwards. Hendrickson in the middle. The Colts in the road baby blue jerseys with the white lettering and numerals outlined in gold and baby blue trim. Starting lineup for the Central Cass Squirrels. Jay Bachman, the head coach of the Squirrels. He is at 3-1 on the year, assisted by Courtney Dixon and Jason Bielke. Starting lineup will go like this. For Central Cass, the guards will be number 22, Morgan Lee, 5'6 sophomore, joined in the backcourt by number 24, Riley Holzer, a 5'4 sophomore. Forwards will be number 10, Belle Lennard, averaging 8.5 points, 5 rebounds a game. Lennard is a 5'7 senior. He'll be joined in the front court by number 12, Kaylee McKinnon, a 5'8 sophomore, and in the middle, number 25, Jalen Cotton. Cotton is a 5'11 sophomore. Lee and Holzer the guards, Lennard and McKinnon the forwards, Jalen Cotton in the middle. For Central Cass, Squirrels are in the home white jerseys, black lettering and numerals outlined in red, and black and red trim. They'll go about 9 players deep. Richland pretty thin. They'll go about 6, and that'll be about it. Coverage brought to you by Moore Engineering West Fargo, by Hunter Grain Company, and by Proceed. We'll have boys basketball Friday night. It'll be Kindred at Northern Cass. Vikings losing a tough one to Hillsborough Central Valley last night. Coverage around 7:30 on 103.9 The Truck, 103.9thetruck.com. The toss of the tap is chased down by Central Cass as they'll win the toss. Holzer chases that one down, and we're underway. Squirrels from left to right. Here's McKinnon left wing. The Colts will go 2-3 zone. Pass tip chased down by Morgan Lee. Near corner with it, Cotton. Jalen Cotton, diagonal pass cross court. Stumbling and catching it. Holzer able to flip it to Lee. Pass inside, intercepted. Intercepted by Johnson. Turnover Central Cass. Here's Rube with it. Rube works in the paint. Off-balance shot. Spins off. No good. Rebound off the hands of Morgan Lee. Couldn't secure it and out of bounds. Asking Jay Bachman before the game, well, what do? Do you let Rube get her points and try to shut everybody else down? And that seems to be the case. He says, we got to keep her. If she scores 20 or 25, we'll probably be okay. Shot inside off the inbounds. Mackenzie Johnson able to put it up and in. And it's 2-0 in favor of Richland. If she goes off for 30 or more, says we're in trouble. Pass goes for McKinnon. They break the press. Kaylee McKinnon just inside the arc right wing. To the corner with it. Holzer tees up a 3. Back rim no good. Offensive rebound goes to Jalen Cotton. Pass out intercepted. Taken away by Rube. Rube high on the right side with it. Predominantly a left-hander. Will get defense from Kaylee McKinnon. Squirrels will go man-to-man defensively. McKinnon will get that assignment. You might see some different defenses, maybe a little box and one and some added assortments. Ball knocked away from Lee. Loose ball, trying to chase it down before it rolls out of bounds. She grabs it underneath the basket, tries to throw it back out. Lennard down to the deck with it. She's tied up by Johnson. Jump ball, held ball, possession line. It will go to Richland. Colts fans are across the way. They brought a pretty good contingent. I'm sure a few folks in the Colfax and Abercrombie area listening this evening, and hello to our friends down there here on 103.9 The Truck. Between the circles with it, that is Caitlin Wagner. Wagner high on the right side on a dribble handoff to Rube. Rube on a crossover drive to the corner, and that's an offensive foul. It's going to be a moving screen. Dustin Farkas, one of our 3 officials, signals the illegal screen call. That's on Caitlin Wagner, her first in the first of the game. 6:40 first quarter. It's 2-0 in favor of Richland. 2-2-1 full court press. Here is Holzer, pass near side. Fingertip catch Lennard. Bounce pass inside Jalen Cotton. Nice lick from McKinnon. Slides in and scores. Nicely done on the press break that time. 3 passes and a layup, and we're tied at 2. Wagner, pass near side. They do get it into front court. We're taken there by Katie Erickson for Wagner. Rube calling for it and gets it high on the right side. Ball above her head. They'll switch off the screens defensively. Rube has it knocked away and taken away by Central Cass. Lennard down floor for Cotton. Cotton feed inside to a cutting Lennard. Layup good. Off the turnover, they got the steal on Rube, got the fast break. Lennard, the assist from Cotton, makes it 4-2. Here's Hendrickson. Pass for Rube. They break the press. Rube down the far side of the corner with it. The lefty Johnson fires for three. Front rim no good. Loose ball into the hands of Morgan Lee for Central Cass. Lee clears it. 5:45 to go in the opening quarter. It's 4-2 in favor of Central Cass. Right wing with it, Kaylee McKinnon. In the circles with it, that's Lee. Morgan Lee. Lob right wing. Here's McKinnon on the drive. Gets around one defender. Shot no good. And a foul against Richland. Colts foul will be on Mackenzie Johnson. First personal, second team foul. That'll get Kaylee McKinnon to the free throw line to shoot a pair here for Central Cass. McKinnon, 60% in the free throw line of the season. Toss is good. Third point for McKinnon. Kaylee was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 5 points against Mayport CG on Saturday. Free throw off the front rim. Drops in good. Got them both. It is now 6-2 in favor of Central Cass. Pass tipped in backcourt. Chased down by Riley Hendrickson. Here's a steal. As a ball taken away by Holzer. Turnover number 3 for Richland. Inside Lennard. Kick to the corner. Long two coming for Holzer. 18-footer is long. Offensive rebound goes to Bill Lennard. Dribbles out to the three-point arc. Right wing McKinnon. McKinnon, Lennard in the high post. Drives in. Shot inside. Spins off no good. And a foul on Richland. They force the third Richland turnover of the quarter. The hack of the arm will be on Caitlin Erickson. That is her first personal, third team foul. That'll get Lennard to the free throw line. First free throw is up. That's good. Lennard's been excellent from the free throw line so far in the early season. It is now 7-2, 7-0 run here for Central Cass. Lennard, 7 points, 5 of 8 from the stripe against Mayport CG on Saturday. Sinks both tosses here. It's an 8-0 run, and now an 8-2 lead for Central Cass. Wagner double teams, is ripped away, stolen by McKinnon. McKinnon will drive, bumps into a defender, throws up a shot, and drew the foul. Set up a half-court trap. They kind of had Wagner sandwiched at midcourt, and Kaylee just ripped it away from her, taking off down floor, and another foul call. That's going to be the second on Katie Erickson, so she picks up her second with 5:09 to play. They have put a lot of ball pressure on. McKinnon's free throw's good. The Squirrels are knocking down the freebies here early. 5 of 5 from the line, and it's now 9-2 Central Cass. 5:09 to go here in the opening quarter. Toss number 2. Front rim and short. Rebound the hands of Rube. Lennard sliding down to the deck with it. Ball still loose between the circles. Fumble by McKinnon, who shovels it to Lee. And Central Cass maintains possession. Lee inside Lennard, just inside the foul line for Lee. Right of the key from 20. Yes. The kick out back to Lee, and she buries the three. It's 12-2 and a foul in backcourt. A 12-0 Central Cass run. Foul's going to be on McKinnon. That is Kaylee's first in the first of the game against Central Cass. Richland not terribly deep. They go maybe 1 to 2 off the bench, where Central Cass goes a solid 4. So the Colts cannot afford to get into foul trouble. Fouled away from the ball. That's going to be another moving screen. I believe they got Johnson. And that is the case. Illegal screen called on Johnson. That's her second. So Johnson and Erickson, 2 fouls each. And things have kind of gone from bad to worse here for the Colts here in the opening quarter. A little over 3 minutes in. 2 of their starters in foul trouble, and they're down 12-2. Pulls her across the Squirrels emblem at midcourt. Defended up top by Rube. 2-3 zone. Lennard far corner. Cross-court pass into traffic intercepted. Intercepted by Katie Erickson. Third Central Cass turnover. Cross-court pass out by Hendrickson. Double team in the short corner. Pass tipped. Intercepted. Heading into the passing lane. McKinnon and a Richland turnover. McKinnon down the near side with it for Cotton between the circles. 4:20 first quarter. 12-2 Central Cass. McKinnon drives to the short corner, trying to sandwich her way in. Shot blocked, and that's going to be last touch by Central Cass. Good defense there by Hendrickson. Got some help from Erickson. Substitutions in for the Squirrels. Number 1, Claire Cotton, 5'8 freshman, is in. 23, DeConte Smith, 5'7 freshman, is in the lineup as well. For Jalen Cotton, McKinnon, Lennard also checking out. One more substitution. That's number 11, Emma Lee, 5'9 senior. 12-2 Squirrels. Pass down the far side with it. Wagner into front court. And a lot of these girls part of that very good volleyball team in the fall. Here's the runner by Wagner, no good. And Wagner got pushed, and she'll head to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Foul's going to be on Emma Lee. That is her first. Second team foul. That'll get Wagner to the stripe. And it's not just that Rube has to score all the points for Richland. They've got Johnson's a good player. Wagner playing varsity the last 2-3 years. They definitely have some quality players there. Toss is good. 12-3 Central Cass. 4:03 to go in the opening quarter. Toss number 2 is up. That one good. 12-4. Colts cut it to 8. Pulls her in there with Smith, Emma Lee, Morgan Lee, and Claire Cotton. 2-3 Richland zone. High on the left side Claire Cotton for Holzer up top. Reverses it right side. Morgan Lee. Ball above her head up top with it. Straight on three. It's Holzer from 22 and makes it in. There's a three from Riley Holzer. It's 15-4 Central Cass. Rube down the far side into a double team. Now between the circles, Wagner. Well, they've really limited the touches. As now Claire Cotton will chase Rube around. Bounce pass for Megan Rube. High on the right side. Boy, they've been providing a lot of on-ball pressure. She stumbles. Keeps the dribble. Wagner left wing. Pulls up short corner. Shot no good. Rebound Hendrickson. Put back no. Rebound Holzer had it. Lost it. Finally picked up by Lee, who wheels it down floor to Conte Smith for Claire Cotton. Back up top. Pass intercepted. Turnover number 4 for Central Cass. Wagner. Bounce pass for Rube. Catches free throw line. Harassed by Smith. Rube hands it off to Katie Erickson. 3:05 to go first quarter. Now further out for Wagner. Wagner between the circles. Shot clock 20. 3 minutes to go first quarter. I think she's looking for a screen. Pass goes right side. Now she's looking for somebody to get the pass. Here's Wagner. Make it Erickson. Erickson now for Hendrickson up top. Chest high dribble. One dribble. High on the right side for Mackenzie Johnson. Pass for Rube. Tipped away by Cotton and out of bounds. It'll stay with Richland. McKinnon in. First appearance for Tori Richter, number 3. 5'4" freshman in the lineup to replace Holzer and Morgan Lee. Shot clock at 8 for Richland. 2:47 to go in the opening quarter. And it's 15-4 now in favor of Central Cass. Being brought to you tonight by Moore Engineering, by the Cass County Reporter as well, and also presented by Shields. Inbounds, far corner to be Rube to trigger it in. They'll post up inside. Hendrickson turnaround on Emma Lee. Shot no good. Rebound tip. Hendrickson trying to chase it down and cannot. It'll belong to Central Cass. Just got her down to the blocks right away and got it to her right off the inbounds. Got a good look and missed it. Back comes Central Cass, 2:40 and rolling. Tori Richter. Bounce pass high on the right side for McKinnon. McKinnon will drive, gets around Rube. No, she didn't. Foul called. Blocking foul on Rube is her first. Team foul number 6 against the Colts here in the opening half. Inbounds underneath the basket off to our right here as we are upstairs. Feet inside. Here's McKinnon. McKinnon, turnaround shot right, blocks no good. Rebound goes to Richland. Lead feed down floor there. Rube got free. Layup is good for 2. Off the rebound from Katie Erickson. Rube leaked down floor, gets her first points of the night. 15-6 in favor of Central Cass. Emma Lee into the paint. Underhanded flip. Baseline shot. It's to Conte Smith. 15-footer is good. Wide open to the short corner and knocked it down. Smith has her first 2. It's 17-6 Central Cass. 2:07 to go first quarter. Here is Rube. Puts up the runner. Left side of the paint. No good. Rebound Kaylee McKinnon. McKinnon grabs her first board. Takes off down floor for Claire Cotton. Cotton left wing with it. Lob for Lee right of the key. Turns to face the basket. To the corner with it, Richter. Richter back out of the wing. Up top for Cotton. Cotton feed inside Emma Lee. Back baseline. Richter, 15-footer. Yes. They're hitting those mid-range jumpers. 19-6 Central Cass. Minute 40 and rolling here in the first. And the Squirrels have looked sharp. Richter now will defend on Rube. Wagner stops between the circles. Right side for Katie Erickson. Erickson one-on-one with McKinnon. One-handed pass for Hendrickson up top. Sends it left wing. Catch made there by Wagner. Shot clock at 17. Gets the drive. Gets past Cotton. Layup spins off. No good. Another rebound for Kaylee McKinnon. Her second. Down floor forward to Conte Smith. Drives. Gets around the defender and lays it in. Johnson had to let her go with the 2 personal fouls. That was easy for Smith. 21-6. Pass tipped by Richter out of bounds. Boy, their pressure has been relentless. They have not let the Colts breathe at all here in the first quarter. Claire Cotton and Emma Lee check out. Jalen Cotton back in. As is Holzer. Minute 8 to go here in the first. 21-6 Central Cass. Deep 3 right wing by Rube. Front rim no. Another rebound. Third of the quarter for McKinnon. Lob down floor. Caught by DeConte Smith. She'll drive to the rim and shot rejected. Reaching back, Mackenzie Johnson with the block and out of bounds. That time she at least contested Smith. The previous time she let her go with the 2 fouls. 57.8 to go here in the first. It's 21-6 Central Cass. The inbound's coming. It'll go out for Richter up top. Takes a back dribble, right wing Holzer. Wide open 3. That is off the front rim, no good. Richter had it, bounces right to Cotton, scores. Went off the foot of Richter and rolled right to Jalen Cotton. Boy, when you're living right, things are going really good. 23-6. Squirrels up big here in the opening quarter. Left wing Katie Erickson. Erickson to the free throw circle. Back up top Hendrickson. Right wing for Wagner. On a 15-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Nicely done with the pick and roll. Layup no good from Hendrickson, and she fouled her miss and is fouled. Well, they ran the pick and roll nicely that time, but couldn't finish. Fouls on McKinnon, her second. 13 foul against Central Cass. Lennard will check in for the Squirrels for McKinnon. Number 5, Paige Hasbargen, a 5'8 senior, in to replace Mackenzie Johnson for Richland. Shot clock is off. 23-6 Central Cass. Wagner high on the right side. As inside, there's Hendrickson getting free. Shot over Smith, no good. Offensive rebound. That went to Erickson. Loose ball over in the short corner. A scramble for it and a jump ball. Possession light will go to Central Cass. 18.2 seconds to go. Squirrels have had 7 different players scored. The thing last year, you never knew where the points were coming from. Nobody averaged double figures for this team a year ago. You had players that were anywhere from 5 to 8 points a game. Short timeout called here by Jane Bachman. We'll keep it here. 12.8 seconds to go here in the opening quarter as 7 players have scored here in the opening stanza. It's 23-6 in favor of Central Cass. McKinnon with 5, Leonard with 4. DeConte Smith, couple of baskets in transition. 3s for Morgan Lee and Riley Holzer. And Jalen Cotton and Tori Richter with baskets. Meantime, Rube, the only point she has picked up so far was that transition basket. And I was asking Bruce Shai, the Richland coach, is she getting her points on transition? She goes, some, but she's been shooting it well. She's been shooting a lot of 3s and having some success from the perimeter as well. 23-6, your score. 12.8 seconds to go. Inbounds. Here's Richter. Richter sends it up top for Jalen Cotton. Right wing for Holzer. 8 seconds to go near corner Leonard. Down to 6. Pass goes wide. That's into backcourt. Touched up by Tori Richter, and that's over and back. Turnover number 5 against Central Cass. Colts will get a chance. The inbounds will come front court, far sideline. Rube to trigger it in. 3.7 seconds to go. In for Hendrickson. Turns, has it knocked away. Loose ball. Rube, a one-handed shot. Boy, she nearly got that to go. She just picked it up with the left hand. Fired towards the basket from about 24 feet. And no good. A big first quarter for Central Cass. A lot of pressure forcing 5 Richland turnovers and really have made them very uncomfortable in the half court. At the end of 1, all Central Cass so far. Squirrels 23, Richland 6. Back with more girls basketball on 103.9 The Truck, 103.9thetruck.com in 30 seconds.
Winter is a time for rest and relaxation after a busy farming season, but it's also time to look towards spring. The Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden is currently offering prepay for both liquid and granular fertilizers. Take the stress out of spring by pre-booking your custom fertilizer application. The Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden is also your propane supplier, keeping your family warm this winter. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden.
23-6 your score. As for the Squirrels, it'll be Holzer. Morgan Lee back in the lineup along with Leonard, Smith, and Jalen Cotton. Tessa Smith in the lineup for Richland, 5'9 senior. Shot no good by the Colts. And the rebound, Morgan Lee picks up her third. And it knocked away, harassed by Rube in backcourt for Riley Holzer. Holzer front court, Squirrels from left to right, leading 23-6. Opening minute of play here in the second quarter. Right wing, that's Morgan Lee with it. Lee heads left off of the DeConte Smith screen to the free throw circle. Turns, Leonard cutting through at a basket cut, finding Smith. Smith, spin move, turn, shot off the glass, no. And Tessa Smith grabs the rebound. Tessa Smith, 5'9 senior, in the lineup for the first time for Richland, 23-6. 17-point lead for Central Cass. Right wing, that is Hasbargen. Hasbargen harassed by Jalen Cotton and travel turnover. Good on-ball pressure there by Jalen Cotton. Riley Hendrickson back into the Richland lineup to replace Wagner. As far as foul trouble, Katie Erickson and Mackenzie Johnson. 2 fouls each for Richland. 23-6 Squirrels, 7:15 and counting here in the first half. Holzer across the time stripe with it. Holzer between the circles, right side for Morgan Lee. Lee to the top of the key with it. Further out, Jalen Cotton tees up a high arcing three and hits. Third 3 of the half, and Jalen Cotton steps out and hits one from 22. 26-6. 20 now, the biggest lead for Central Cass. Here's Rube with the free throw line. Spins into the paint, left side, open. Erickson, toes in the arc from 18. No good. Rebound, Cotton had it, lost it, still loose. Leonard down to the deck with it. And finally coming away with it, Emma Lee for Central Cass. On floor with it, Morgan Lee. 2-on-1, bounce pass, right to thread the needle on that one. It's kicked off the foot of Rube. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Central Cass. 6:38 to go. 20 already, the biggest lead here for Central Cass. They have shot it well, but they have, I'd like to see what the shooting percentage is, but they've got to be high 40s, up around 50%. Emma Lee looking, Bounce pass inside. Lennard muscles her way in underneath and lays it home. 6 for Belle Lennard. It's 28-6. Central Cass here first half. Rube up top with it for the Colts. Lob left wing. Fingertip catch. Leaping grab. Katie Erickson. She'll drive with a short corner. Good help defense there from Emily. Try to send that one out. It rolls in the backcourt. Picked up by Emily. She beat 2 Colts to the ball. Turnover Richland. Emily for Morgan Lee. Pulls up just inside the foul line. Shot blocked. Second block of the game for the Colts. Hendrickson gets her first block shot that time. Far corner Morgan Lee. Touch pass for Holzer. Holzer free throw line. Drives, puts up the scoop shot. That is up. No good. The rebound to Megan Rube. Rube gets her first. Works her way front court. Rube, top of the key with it for the Richland Colts. Behind the back dribble. Rube. Lob over there for Katie Erickson left wing. Has it back up top for Hendrickson. Reverses right side for Rube. 5:45 to go first half. Rube on the drive. Got a step on Holzer and lays it in. 4 points for Rube. 28-8. First points of the quarter now for Richland. Central Cass up 20. The end of the first quarter. Enderlin leading Maple Valley. The game at Tower City 16-7. Emily left to the free throw line with it. Works her way to the free throw circle. Stops. Bounce pass to a cutting Holzer. Fumbled it. Gathers it in underneath. Surrounded by a pair of Colts. Tries to throw it back out. It is stolen by Tessa Smith. And a loose ball foul. Cotton tripped her up as Smith tried to gather it in and turn and head down floor. Foul call is going to be on Cotton. Jalen picks up her first 4th-team foul against Central Cass. Conte Smith in for Lennard for Central Cass. 5 for Richland now. It is Mackenzie Johnson along with Wagner. Rube getting a break right now. Tessa Smith, Hasbargen, and also Riley Hendrickson. Between the circles, Wagner. Bounce pass knocked away from Smith. Loose free throw line to Conte Smith after it. Ties her up as the ball ends up down to the deck. Jump ball possession line to Central Cass. Well, the Squirrels have gotten to the majority of the loose balls. Those 50-50 balls have been down to the deck, and they've shot it well, but they've really out-hustled the Colts here for a good chunk of this first half. 28 each your score. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Halftime, we'll take a look at the first half numbers. Right wing with it. Here's a left-handed dribble by Morgan Lee. Turns back to her right. Free throw circle. Here's Emily. Jump shot, no good. Smith the rebound, and Tessa fouled. As the foul is going to be on whom? Foul's going to be on Tori Richter, her first. 15 foul against Central Cass. 4:50 to go first half. We have a technical foul. It's been called. The Richland bench was doing a little bit of talking, and one of the officials kind of turned to a couple of the Colts players, Megan Rube and Katie Erickson, and Bruce Schei took a little bit of offense. They called on the bench, or if it's on Coach Bruce Schei, but Coach Schei kind of took offense when the official kind of turned back and said something to a couple of the players, and Bruce Schei said, "Hey, I'll take care of my team, thank you." And he's still talking a little bit as Morgan Lee will shoot the technical free throws. I don't blame Bruce Schei, so he's sticking up for his players. Technical foul has been called on the Richland bench. It'll go down as a team foul. The second free throw missed as well by Morgan Lee. See Squirrels from the free throw line, now 5 of 8, 4:50 to play first half. Halftime presented by Shields. We'll take a look at the first half numbers. DeConte Smith will trigger it in. Underneath the basket for Central, actually he'll be at midcourt, beg your pardon, for Tori Richter, and they're with McKinnon, Morgan Lee, and Emily. Morgan left wing with it off a Smith screen for Emily right of the key. Drives free throw circle, shot block, getting a hand on it was Hendrickson for his second block. The putback is good for Kaylee McKinnon. McKinnon picked up that loose change inside. She has 7, 30-8 Central Cass. Right side with it for the Colts. Mackenzie Johnson to the free throw circle. Now faces up from 15 and hits. 4 points, Mackenzie Johnson now, 30-10. 20-point advantage for Central Cass. 4:16 to go second quarter. Substitution, Katie Erickson in with the next dead ball. Right wing for Morgan Lee. Lee, top of the key, pick and roll in for DeConte Smith. Into traffic, DeConte down to the deck with it. Trying to roll it for Richter. It's still loose, and we have a jump ball this time around. Possession light to Richland. Katie Erickson checks in, as does Megan Rube for the Colts. Out go Hasbargen and Tessa Smith. 4:04 to go, and the Colts got to try and get a run going here. Got to try and string some possessions together. Down 20, got to see if he can maybe pack away and get down to 15 or less by halftime. They've got some work to do. Richter will defend on Rube. Rube's pass off the leg of Tori Richter. That'll be a kickball. And it will stay with the Colts. Inbounds front of the Central Cass bench. Front court near sideline. Mackenzie Johnson to trigger it in. Pass goes out between the circles. Riley Hendrickson hands it off to Wagner. Caitlin Wagner, 3:50 to play. Here's a runner free throw line. Off the glass, no good from Wagner. Ball tipped into the hands of DeConte Smith. Grabs her first rebound. She'll lead the break. Bounce past Richter. Torrey bounce pass down low. Turning Claire Cotton. Shot high up the glass, no good. Rebound goes to Mackenzie Johnson, her first of the game. Down floor for Rube. Rube surrounded by a pair of defenders. Kicks it out left wing for Wagner, but Rube was fouled first. It's going to be a push on DeConte Smith. DeConte Smith picks up her first, 16 foul. Next foul will get Richland into the 1-1 bonus. Bounce to trigger it in will be Katie Erickson. So far in the quarter, low scoring quarter, 7-4 in favor of Central Cass. They lead by 20, 30-10. Rebound's coming. Hendrickson hands it off to Rube. Rube spins to the free throw line, puts up the shot in traffic. It is short, and the rebound goes to Emma Lee, her second. Lee couldn't come to a clean stop. She's called for traveling, and a defender hanging on her to her left. Left her feet and traveled. Turnover number 7 against Central Cass. Rube will trigger it in. 3:21 to go first half. Near sideline, just into front court. Rube for Wagner. Catches right about the midcourt stripe. Defended up top there by Claire Cotton. In the circles with it, Wagner. Left-handed dribble, got a Rube screen. Underhanded pass tipped. Holzer was headed to the scorer's table. She was walking to the scorer's table. It glanced off of her as DeConte Smith was trying to go after that loose ball. Out of bounds to Richland. Holzer in, as is Lennard for Central Cass. Richter and Claire Cotton will take a seat. 3:10 to go here in the first half. Inbounds taken by Wagner. 3-point arc left side. Central Cass leads at 30-10. Wagner out between the circles with it. Bounce pass picked up there by Erickson. Drives, bumps into DeConte Smith, and that's a traveling call. Took an extra step. She got cut off there in the short quarter by DeConte and tried to slide around her. Turnover number 9 against Richland here in the first half. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. 2:55 and counting. Morgan Lee making Holzer. Sends it left wing. Caught there by Lennard. Cutter trying to come through, and Morgan Lee. DeConte Smith up top. Feed to a cutting Claire Cotton. Turns. Nice job. Shot in and out, no good. Got free of the basket cut, but missed it on the blocks. Rebound goes to Erickson. Down floor with it, Wagner. Wagner on the drive to the right block. Shot no good. Foul against Central Cass. I think Lennard's going to pick this one up, and Belle Lennard will pick up her first. 17 fouls, so free throws coming. Back to the act was Wagner. She's already 2 of 2 from the stripe. We'll shoot a pair here for the Richland Colts. Toss number 1 is no good. Tessa Smith back in for Richland. Out goes Riley Hendrickson. More coming here for Wagner. 2:36 to play first half. Toss is off the back rim twice, no good. And DeConte Smith, her second rebound. Missed opportunity there for the Colts. Right wing with it out of the corner goes Smith. Smith has it knocked free. Loose ball picked up. Has used up that dribble. Pass stolen. Wagner with the steal at midcourt. She'll drive. Right-handed layup. Good for 2. Going to have to try and do that. It's not working there, and at least they can't get comfortable in the half court. Turnover turns to a layup. It's 30-12. Squirrels by 18. Left side with it, Lennard. Lennard. Up top for Riley Holzer. Free throw circle. Jalen Cotton back for Holzer. Deep 3. Head on. That is off the back tab. No good. DeConte Smith offensive rebound. Bounce pass. Jalen Cotton free throw line and hits. 7 for Jalen Cotton. 32-12 Central Cass. Inside of 2 minutes to go. There's a deep 3 right wing. Megan Rube. That is short. Barely hit iron. Loose ball. Offensive rebound. Katie Erickson. Finding Wagner. Wagner 3-point arc left side. 1:42 to go second quarter. Crossover Megan Rube. Crossover again. Step for step with her is Holzer. Does it for Wagner. Wagner makes one dribble between the circles. That is on the drive, Mackenzie Johnson. A foul called against Central Cass. So free throws coming here for the Colts. Smith will pick up her second. One thing about DeConte, she's just a 9th grader, but she would get a little over anxious out there and sometimes would take an unnecessary foul or 2, but I think you just kind of, last year, that was a lot of youthful exuberance and inexperience. Free throw coming for Johnson to the 1-and-1. It's good. She'll get another. Johnson now 5 points. 5 points and 1 block shot, 1 rebound. Free throw up. That one off the front rim, no good. Rebound goes to Jalen Cotton, her second rebound. 32-13 Squirrels. Richter, a drive, splits two defenders. Scoop shot up off the glass and no good. Ball ripped away from Leonard. Puts up an off-balance shot, no good. And she ripped that ball free. Threw it up there and nearly got it to go. Holtz the rebound. Johnson front court. Wagner can't get free. Pass for Smith, free throw line. Smith knocked away Jalen Cotton. Bounces off the foot of Leonard and picked up by Rube. Minute 5 to go first half. Megan Rube, right wing. Johnson, free throw line. Smith, nice head fake. Drops it off with the corner. Wagner, three near side is coming. That's up, no good. And Jalen Cotton grabs the rebound. Her third outlet for Richter. Final minute of play here in the first half. Richter across the time stripe. Long bounce pass Holzer. Holzer, pass fake. Feed inside. As getting free and into the lineup is Delaney Cotton. She has the ball knocked free. Turnover Central cast their ninth of the first half. Back to Richland, 38 seconds to go. Delaney Cotton, number 15, a 5'8 freshman in there. 9-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rube right wing, Cutter coming through. Out the key with it for Smith, left wing for Wagner. Wagner defended up top by Holzer. High on the right side for Johnson. 14 of the shot clock. Here's Smith left elbow. Fires it up. That one sticks to the back iron. Threw that one up there, and all Tessa Smith can just do is just laugh a little bit on that one as that sticks to the back iron. I think they had to get Christian Leitz out of the crowd. He was just here to watch the game, but he was able to dislodge that ball. It acts as a jump ball. It goes back to Central Cass, so unfortunately it goes down as a Richland turnover. 15 seconds to play here first half. Emily, bounce pass. Here's Cotton. Shot is up. That's good. Delaney Cotton has her first two. 34-13 Squirrels. 5 seconds to go. Wagner. High on the right side for Rube. Rube for Wagner. Right wing. Turn. Shot is up. It's a long two and no good. And that'll end the first half. So Central Cass shuts the water off here in the first half on the Richland Colts and holding them to just 5 field goals in the first half. Megan Rube came in averaging 30 a game. She has been held in check to 4. Central Cass has done it with a stifling defense. Very good mid-range shooting. And they have won the battle with a lot of those loose balls as well. Stay tuned. Our halftime report up next. It's presented by Shields as we're at the half here at Central Cass School in Castleton. Your halftime score reads here in this Region 1 girls basketball matchup. Score reads, it is Central Cass 34, Richland 13. We're back with more here on 103.9 The Truck, 103.9thetruck.com from Castleton after this 2-minute timeout.
Know who has some great food? Kelly's Cafe in Arthur, North Dakota. Besides their daily lunch specials, they're known for their Monday night fry bread tacos. People rave about their Wednesday night $5 cheeseburger and fries basket. And every Saturday night, prime rib. But it's their Friday night dinner special you won't want to miss. Listen to this station starting every Wednesday to hear their Friday night special. Believe me, it's so good, you'll want to work it into your weekend plans. Kelly's Friday night special, only at Kelly's Cafe in Arthur. Cass County Electric Cooperative would like to wish good luck to all athletes and coaches during tonight's game. Cass County Electric Cooperative is your community-focused electric cooperative, working to deliver affordable, reliable, and safe energy to you, their consumer members. Follow Cass County Electric on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see energy-saving tips or visit their website at CassCountyElectric.com. At Cass County Electric Cooperative, they're proud to be a supporter of local athletics in the region. Cass County Electric Cooperative. Community-focused, member-driven. Small towns are the heart and soul of North Dakota. And More Engineering salutes the hardworking student-athletes that compete in Class B sports. They work with more than 100 North Dakota cities, so they see firsthand the loyalty and pride residents feel for their communities and for their teams. Best of luck to all schools competing. More Engineering is committed to helping cities of every size across the state be more vibrant, more progressive, more sustainable. Find more information at moreengineeringinc.com.
This Christmas, all of us at Shields would like to take a moment to recognize the givers, the makers of smiles, igniters of dreams, good-hearted people who give of themselves unto others and embody the true spirit of the season with gifts of hope to those in need, compassion for those less fortunate, and time together with loved ones. So here's to the givers who give from the heart and make Christmas magic. Merry Christmas from Shields.
Proudly celebrating 15 years under one ownership. KZTK, Arthur, Fargo Moorhead.
103.9 The Truck. Brad Anderson here, Jeremy McIntyre producing things at our studios. Welcome back to Central Cass School this Tuesday night. Score we had, it was Enderlin leading Maple Valley. That was at the end of the first quarter over in Tower City, 16-7 in favor of the Enderlin Eagles. We'll take a look and see if we have any other scores or anything else to pass along here early on. We did get this one going a little bit earlier, so we may not have a whole lot to pass along at this point. Doesn't look like it. So if we get anything more, we'll definitely share that with you. 34-13, and boy, I don't know if anybody saw this coming here in the first half. Central Cass, a lot of on-ball pressure. They've said they would, and talking with Jay Bachman before the game, the Central Cass head coach, he really thought we can put a lot of pressure together. Here's an update here from Maple Valley. Enderlin leading Maple Valley at the half. That game is tightened up, though, 25-24. Enderlin with the lead at halftime there. But back to this one, Central Cass has really done a fine job of putting a lot of pressure on, some backcourt pressure, but boy, they have just not let the Colts get real comfortable in the half court. They've chased Rube around. They've used a variety of defenders and have primarily gone man-to-man. Jay Bachman said they might throw some different looks, maybe a box and one and some different type of defenses in there, but I think it's just been a lot of ball pressure. They've gotten to a lot of the loose balls, the 50-50 balls. They have not let the Colts get too many second chances in the half court as well, and you kind of mix that all together. It's a 21-point lead for Central Cass here at halftime. Taking a look at the first half numbers for the Squirrels, they've had 8 different players score here in the first half. Jalen Cotton leads the way, 7 points, 3 rebounds for Central Cass, 7 and 3 for Cotton. Kaylee McKinnon, 7 points, 3 rebounds as well. 6 points for Belle Lennard, 4 points for DeConte Smith off the bench, 4 points, 3 rebounds. 3 points each on 3-pointers for Morgan Lee and Riley Holzer in the first quarter, and 2 points each for Delaney Cotton and Tori Richter. For 34 in the first half for Central Cass. From the line, Central Cass 5 of 8. Lennard 2 of 2. McKinnon 3 of 4. Team fouls 8 on the Squirrels. 2 for McKinnon and Smith. 1 each for Lennard, Richter, Emma Lee, and Jalen Cotton. Leading rebounders unofficially 3 each for Jalen Cotton, Morgan Lee, Haley McKinnon, and DeConte Smith. 9 first half turnovers for Central Cass. The Richland Colts led by 5 points from Mackenzie Johnson. Johnson 5 points, 1 block shot, and a pair of rebounds in the first half for Richland. Megan Rube, who came in at 30 points a game on the average in her first 4, including games of 37 and 47 points, held to 4 in the first half, and she just didn't get a lot of looks and a lot of touches. 4 points for Rube, 4 as well for Caitlin Wagner, and for 13 in the first half for the Richland Colts. And taking a look at the numbers, the Colts have hit 67 and 70. They've had 60 points twice and 70 once here in the early season through their first 4 games. They were 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Wagner 2 of 4. Mackenzie Johnson 1 of 2. 17 fouls on the Colts. Too early for Katie Erickson and Mackenzie Johnson. Johnson picked up her second with 4:45 to go in the first quarter. Erickson picked up her second personal foul with 5:09 to go in the first quarter. 1 on Wagner, 1 on Rube, and then a technical was called on Coach Bruce Schei and the Richland bench. The Colts scoring 66 points a game, giving up 47.5 coming into play tonight. Central Cass scoring 59.5 points and giving up the fewest points per game in Region 1 so far at 37.5 points a game, and they have kept Richland to just 13 in the first half. 23-6 in favor of the Squirrels after 1. 11-7 Central Cass in the second, and the lead is 21 for the Squirrels at 34-13 here at halftime. Coverage brought to you by Moore Engineering West Fargo, by the Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden, by Proceed, by the Cass County Reporter, and also presented by the Ringneck of Leonard. Again, for the Squirrels, it's been very good balanced scoring. Nobody averaging double figures. Emma Lee just under 9 points a game. Lennard is at 8.5 points. Jalen Cotton 6.8. Claire Cotton 6.8 points. And Kaylee McKinnon at 6 points and 5 rebounds a game as well for Central Cass. So much like last year where nobody averaged double figures, they had a whole mix of players that were anywhere from roughly about 5 to 8 points per game. 34-13. Our halftime report presented by Shields. Coverage also brought to you by Proceed and the Hunter Grain Company. We'll take a break, come back with the second half here. The Squirrels up 34-13 to the Richland Colts. We're back with more after this 2-minute timeout.
Jerry's Excavating in Castleton wishes the team good luck in today's game. Jerry's Excavating digs complete septic systems, water lines, and sewers, and offers directional boring, laser ditching, demolition, basement excavating, and site prep. Call Jerry and the guys for all your excavating needs at 347-4368. That's 347-4368. Jerry's Excavating in Castleton.
Shouldn't a home comfort system make you completely comfortable? At Carrier, our expert dealers are the trusted source for everything you need for home heating and cooling. When you decide to repair or upgrade your home comfort system, your local Carrier dealer can advise you on your air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality needs. From maintenance to repair to installation, going with a Carrier expert is a decision you'll always take comfort in.
Turn to the experts at Carrier, Steve's Heating and Air Conditioning, Castleton, and the surrounding area. 347-4761. Camus Sand and Gravel would like to wish the teams good luck in the game. Camus Sand and Gravel, hauling gravel, rock, sand, and dirt when and where you need it. They also offer custom trucking, dozer work, and custom gravel crushing, serving Cass, Ransom, Richland, and Sargent counties since 1960. Call Kevin at 261-5531 or call the shop at 633-5528. Camus Sand and Gravel, a proud supporter of this sports broadcast.
The Ringneck in Leonard supports our local teams in today's game. They're proud to sponsor this exciting broadcast. And great food awaits you at the Ringneck. $3 burgers and cheeseburgers every Thursday night starting at 5. And you can always catch the game at the Ringneck with great food specials all week long. For great food, it's the Ringneck on Railroad Avenue South in Leonard. Like us on Facebook. Nicole and her staff at the Ringneck in Leonard wish the teams all the best in today's game. We'll see you at the Ringneck in Leonard.
Take a look at some scores from around the state. Class A, boys basketball, Jamestown leading Legacy 31-26. Hillsborough Central Valley in girls basketball leading Hatton Northwood at halftime 20-19 in favor of the Burros in that matchup. You mentioned a 1-point game, 25-24 Enderlin over Maple Valley right now in the other Region 1 action. We will have be a good one on Friday night. Boys basketball, Kindred at Northern Cass. We'll have it for you at 103.9 The Truck, 103.9thetruck.com. Coverage around 7:30. 1 quarter of play in other girls basketball right now in Region 1. Milner North Sargent leading Lisbon by a score of 8-3. We'll see what the Colts try to do to handle that pressure. Let's see if they can get some more touches offensively. And Central Cass been doing it with defense, but they seem to have a little more offensive punch than they did last year. Still getting really balanced scoring. Emily had 12 in the win over Mayport CG on Saturday. 7 each for Richter and Lennard. 7 as well for DeConte Smith. It is Rube to trigger in the inbounds. In there with Hendrickson, Johnson, Erickson, and Wagner. Rube feed inside, tipped, and intercepted by Morgan Lee. Turnover number 11 now for Richland. Here's Kaylee McKinnon with it. In there with Jalen Cotton, Morgan Lee, Holzer, and Lennard. Driving inside, Jalen Cotton gets to the right block, trying to split a pair of defenders. And drew the contact and a foul against Richland. Erickson picks up her third. So foul troubles have followed her around tonight. Jalen Cotton will shoot a pair here for Central Cass. Free throw is good. That dances and drops. 6 of 9 with the Squirrels from the free throw line. 35-13, now 22, the biggest lead of the night here for Central Cass. Second free throw is good. 36-13 in favor of the Squirrels. Inbounds tipped away. Nice job by Jalen Cotton as they press off the inbounds. Tipped free and out of bounds. 7:44 to go here in the third quarter. 36-13 Squirrels. I don't think anybody saw this coming. Played a tight game last year. 3-point game in Colfax. 67-64. Rube across the Squirrels emblem at midcourt. Defended by Holzer. Left side. Johnson will tee up a quick three. That is up no good. Jalen Cotton elevates and muscles her way in for the rebound. Her fourth outlet for Morgan Lee. Lee down the far side with it. Up to the key McKinnon. Wide open. Three is on the way. That's off the front rim. No. They gave her some clearance on that shot. Hendrickson the rebound. She is tied up. Tied up by Lennard. Couldn't completely clear that rebound. Jump ball possession line to Richland. They have not gone out at times and defended shooters out on the perimeter at 15 to 20 foot range. Inbounds McKinnon, free throw line. She'll drive, has her shot blocked. That's a late whistle and a foul. Johnson saying, I blocked that shot. I didn't get her in the arm. Foul's going to be on Mackenzie Johnson with a very late whistle. Third on Johnson, the second team foul. She's just trying to explain her case. Free throw for McKinnon's up and no good. Kaylee now 3 of 5 from the free throw line. One more coming. Second toss good. 1 of 2 from the stripe. Squirrels now 8 of 12 as a team from the line. 37-13. Pass tip by McKinnon. Wagner gets it back. Feed inside. Johnson's all by herself. Ended up being a 3-on-1 once they got it to midcourt. As Wagner had her pass tip, able to chase her own pass down and found Johnson for a wide open layup. 37-15. Central cast by 22. Holzer between the circles with it for the Squirrels. Stutter step, stop and go dribble. Heads to the right wing. Now reverses field. Up top, Leonard. Leonard directing traffic. Left wing, Lee. That's Morgan Lee. Next couple of dribbles, stops. Pass bobbled by Cotton, picks it up between the circles. Jalen for Holzer. Shot clock at 8. Holzer will fire for 3 right of the key. That's off the front rim. No. Rube grabs the rebound. Rube past one defender. She'll go coast to coast in the drive. Now bounce pass instead. Wide open inside. Hendrickson for 2. Transition opportunities have been very few and far between here for the Colts. They get one there. 37-17. 6:22 to play here in the third quarter. Holzer high on the right side for Morgan Lee. Cutter comes through. They find that Cutter McKinnon. She'll drive, lay it up and in. McKinnon has 10, 39-17 Central Cass. Pass for Erickson, back for Rube. Rube, left-handed dribble about chest high. She's a natural lefty. She'll drive, force up the shot. Shot puts one up there, and that's no good off the glass. Morgan Lee, the rebound. Pass down floor, Jalen Cotton. Diagonal pass intercepted. Taken away by Johnson. Steal by Mackenzie Johnson and a loose ball foul against Central Cass. Foul against the Squirrels. Leonard picks up her second. First of the second half against the Squirrels. Leonard and Cotton check out. DeConte Smith and Tessa Smith in for the Colts. Out will come Riley Hendrickson. Squirrels came in over close to 66 points a game in about 18-plus minutes of clock time. They've been held to 17, 39-17. Central Cass with the lead. Erickson free throw circle. Pass for Johnson, right wing. Off balance, but catching Wagner. Ball knocked free. DeConte Smith knocks it free. He's crawling after it. Finally picks up that loose ball. In for Emily. Turn, spin. Shot is up. No good. Battle for the loose ball. Put back inside. Emily coming up with that loose ball. 50-50 ball in the paint. And draws the contact and the foul. There again, Central Cass getting to the loose ball. Seemed like they've been a step quicker than the Colts a good chunk of the night. Erickson picks up her 4th personal with 5:29 to go. As the free throw is good for Emily. First point for Emily. That is now 9 different Squirrels that have scored. So everybody that's pretty much gotten in the lineup, I think everybody that's played that has scored. Second toss, front rim no good. Tessa Smith grabs the rebound, her third. 1 of 2 for Lee. 40-17 Squirrels. 5:23 to play third quarter. Wagner pass right wing for Megan Rube. Rube a left-handed dribble, now a crossover. Good job by Holzer. Trying to stay with her, but it'll be called for the reach-in foul. She was able to recover nicely once Rube switched hands on the dribble, trying to get to the short corner. Reaching a foul on Holzer. That's her first personal. Second team foul against Central Cass. Morgan Lee replaced by Tori Richter in the lineup here for Central Cass. Inbounds coming. That's deflected. Hashmark and picks it up top for the Colts. Now for Megan Rube. 5:10 to play third quarter. Rube between the circles with it. Left side for Wagner. It's a Tessa Smith screen. Wagner trying to feed to a cutting Johnson. Johnson forces up a shot around the high post area. Dances and drops. Mackenzie Johnson has 9, 40-19. 21-point Central Cass advantage. Inside of 5 minutes to go in the third. Holzer veering out to the right side of the wing with it. Enters it inside to DeConte Smith. Double team comes, drives inside, forces up the shot and scores. Boy, she is just so strong inside, even for a 9th grader. Boy, she works hard. She's very physical, very strong. 42-19. Here's Johnson. 3 is up, and that's in and out, no good. From 21 feet. But inside position, Holzer grabs the rebound. Holzer down the right side with it to the 3-point arc. Right wing, that's Smith. Touch pass, Lee. Turns, 10-footer, good. Emily. The turnaround jump shot. 44-19 Central Cass. So far in the quarter, outscored the Colts 10-6. Nearly halfway through the third. Bounce pass for Rube high on the left side. Defended there by Richter. It'll help in recover defense from Smith. Inside for Johnson on a reach and a foul call. Free throws coming as the foul will be on Emma Lee. That'll be her second. Third team foul against Central Cass as Johnson will check out. Riley Hendrickson in for Richland. Claire Cotton in for Central Cass. Out will go Riley Holzer, and we have a timeout. Timeout Central Cass. Checking the length of the timeout here, called by Jay Bachman. 4:07 to go in the third. Timeout. It is a short one. We'll take a break. 4:07 to go in the third. Central Cass 44, Richland 19. We're back with more after this 30-second timeout.
The local source for news, sports, events, and more each and every week. The Cass County Reporter. Cass County Reporter, giving you the details on the happenings in and around Cass County. Read what's going on with your neighborhood and neighbors by getting your subscription today by calling the Cass County Reporter at 347-4493 or online at ccreporter.com. Have it sent to your home or look for it at your favorite business. Cass County Reporter of Castleton and Cass County.
Live on the web at 1039thetruck.com.
Up the inbounds, banked in by Tessa Smith for two off the inbounds for the Colts, and Smith has her first points of the night. Central Cass leads 44-21, inside of 4 minutes to go in the third. Claire Cotton for Central Cass. Up top, gets a screen from Emily, pass wide and onto the reach of McKinnon. Turnover Central Cass, that is their second of the third quarter. Morgan Lee in to replace Emily for Central Cass. McKinnon also checks out. Has two of the Cottons, Claire and Jalen, in there, along with Smith and Tori Richter. For the Colts, it is Wagner, Rube, Smith, Hasbargen, and Hendrickson. Katie Erickson on the bench with 4 fouls. Well, knocked away as Rube could not get to that ball. She was blanketed by Richter. Turnover Richland. That is their third of the quarter, 13 in the game. Rube has been held to 4 points, and she just has not been able to get free or get comfortable all evening long. Squirrels' defense has been tremendous. High on the right side, Morgan Lee. Cutter comes through, and Claire Cotton up top. They reverse it left side. Smith for Richter. Back up top, DeConte Smith. Takes one dribble, further out for Morgan Lee. Lee, left-handed dribble up top. That is Jalen Cotton, left to the key. Tries a three, it is short. Offensive rebound goes to Richter, but I think she stepped to the bound. She did. It'll belong to Richland. Colts will take on Mayport CG at home Thursday night. Inbounds taken there by Wagner. 3-on-2 if they hustle. Wagner works her way just inside the arc left wing for Megan Rube. She'll go to the right hand. Bounce pass, nice look for Smith. Left blocks and lays it in. Thread the needle nicely on the pass. Rube the assist. Tessa Smith with 4 here in the quarter. It's 44-23. DeConte Smith with it. Right side of the paint. Got her feet crossed up and she traveled. Third Central Cass turnover. Riley Holzer and Lennard check in for the Squirrels. Out will go Claire Cotton and DeConte Smith. Squirrels with 3 seniors will have a timeout. Short one called by Bruce Shy on the Colts. And we'll take a break. 2:58 to go in the third. Region 1 girls basketball to Central Cass 44, Richland 23. We're back in 30 seconds.
Hunter Grain Company has been providing homeowners with propane and propane services for over 30 years. Hunter Grain Company offers competitive pricing, buy or lease-to-own tank programs, tank installation services, and propane system safety checks. Plus, don't forget Hunter Grain Company offers a summer fill program in July and a prepay program in September. Call Hunter Grain Company at 800-441-2470. Always trusted, always ready to serve you. Hunter Grain Company, your local propane headquarters.
2:58 to go here, third quarter, 44-23. Covered, brought to you by the Hunter Grain Company and the Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden. Inside of 3 minutes to go here in the third. Pass, Rube near corner with it. Rube will drive, gets a step on Holzer. Help defense arrives, but too late. Rube lays it up and in. 6 for Megan Rube, 44-25. Ball poked away by Megan Rube. Dives after it underneath the basket. Out of bounds, it'll belong to Central Cass. Mackenzie Johnson in for the Colts to replace Hasbargen. As it will be to trigger it in, Morgan Lee for Central Cass. They'll show a press, will Richland. Looks like a 1-2-2. Pass to Holzer. Nicely done on the press break. Holzer, right wing. Jalen Cotton inside, backing down the defender Lennard. That one rolls off the back rim, no good. Richter the offensive rebound as her shot blocked. Feet inside, getting free. Jalen Cotton, she'll lay it up and in. Well, the Squirrels just kept working and working. 46-25. Jalen Cotton now has 11. 3 is up. That's good for Rube. Rube buries the 3. 46-28. 2:08 to go, third quarter. Richter between the circles. Right side, Morgan Lee. Cutter comes through, and Richter. It's a dribble to the free throw circle for Lennard. Lennard sends it left wing for Tori Richter. Inside of 2 minutes to go in the third. Pick and roll inside. Lennard stumbles, throws up a shot, no good. Rebound loose, saved by Morgan Lee in for Lennard. Her layup is no good. And Megan Rube chases down the rebound. Feed down floor, wide open Johnson, but thrown away. Releasing down floor was Johnson. She was all by herself, but it's been that kind of night for the Colts. Rube looked up and fired a bullet well over her head into the wall behind the basket. Turnover Colts. Left wing Morgan Lee has it. Screen from Lennard. She'll take it there. Lee turns for Jalen Cotton. Head on 3 is on the way. That's wide left, no good. Rebound loose. Tori Richter comes up with her third rebound. Inside for Lennard. Slides around the defender and lays it up and in for 2. Lennard has 8. 48-28. 20-point advantage for Central Cass. Wagner. Bounce pass out. Johnson. Tessa Smith left baseline. Trying to get around Cotton, and a push and a foul on Jalen Cotton. She got beat on the drive, and that was the only thing that was going to save her was a hand on the back. Cotton picks up her second personal. 4th team foul of the quarter against Central Cass. Inbounds coming. Left wing. Hendrickson pulls up left elbow. Jump shot good. Riley Hendrickson has 4, 48-30. Minute 5 to go here in the third quarter. Central Cass an 18-point advantage. Pulls her across the time stripe with it between the circles. High on the right for Lee. Ball above her head. Squirrels go in a 2-3 zone. Holds her right wing. Feed just inside the foul line. Lee shot is short. And Rube grabs the rebound. 4th rebound for Rube. Past one defender. Richter trying to stay with her. She'll pull up just inside the foul line. Shot rims off, no good. Lennard got the rebound and then got pushed and fouled. Lennard beat Hendrickson to the rebound, and Hendrickson with the body foul her first. That is the 4th against the Colts here in the half. 41.2 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 48-30. Central Cass an 18-point lead. Morgan Lee left wing. Inside, enters it in for Emily. Sends it back out. Lennard right wing. Lennard at her pocket pick. Stolen by Rube into the hands of Wagner. Squirrels hustle back defensively. Pass down floor. And it's going to be a foul on Richter as Rube might have got hit in the mouth. Helped up by Morgan Lee off the Squirrels turnover as Rube checking to see if there's any blood and see if there's any chiclets loose in there. And there was not. Richter picks up her second personal. 5th team foul. Shot clock off. Inbounds tipped away and grabbed by Hendrickson. Hendrickson left wing for Rube. Rube, one-on-one with Holzer. Steps back, fires for 3. That's no good. Morgan Lee. 6th rebound by our numbers for Central Cass. Down 4 for Holzer. 12 seconds to go third quarter. The runner by Holzer in the paint, no good. Tipped by Riley, gets it back. Drops it for Lennard. Left side, 10-footer, no. Emily, the offensive rebound, and she had her attempt blocked. Blocked out of bounds by Richland. It'll stay with Central Cass. 4.2 seconds to go. Emily will trigger it in underneath the basket. Lee looks. Morgan Lee can't get free. Pass batted away by Wagner. It's into Richland's front court. Chased down by Tori Richter, and that'll end the third quarter of play. Squirrels pretty much hold serve in the third quarter as we head to the fourth here in Castleton. After 3, your score reads Central Cass 48, Richland 30. We're back with the fourth quarter here in 1 minute from 103.9 The Truck, 103.9thetruck.com.
Cass Rural Water District, headquartered in Kindred, is proud to serve nearly 5,400 rural residents with quality water in Cass County, as well as parts of Trail, Richland, and Barnes County. As the numbers continue to grow, be assured that their commitment to service is top priority among its 13 communities, including Castleton, Gardner, Amenia, Page, and Grandin, with board members who are also their neighbors. Cass Rural Water District, headquartered in Kindred, proud to support this high school sports broadcast.
How do I fill my hopper this harvest?
How am I going to fill my hopper this year?
Call Proceed or go to Proceed.net. Ask about the Right Choice program.
Proceed's Right Choice program this year is featuring the Yeti Hopper 12 cooler. Give your hoppers all they can handle with your favorite high-yielding Proceed varieties, and we'll fill your Yeti Hopper 12 with some great gear.
How am I going to fill my hopper this harvest? Well, fill it with Proceed corn, of course.
Find out more at Proceed.net.
Now, back to more high school sports on 103.9 The Truck.
Inbound tipped away by DeConte Smith. It's loose of the midcourt stripe. DeConte down to the deck with it and a jump ball. The inbounds pass and wanted to get into the free throw circle. Smith knocked it away. The scrum, the ball rolled out to midcourt, and the scrum Forced a jump ball. Possession line to Central Cass. Your 5 for the Squirrels to start the fourth. It is Holzer, Claire Cotton, McKinnon, Emma Lee, and DeConte Smith. Colts will go, looks like they'll go man-to-man, looks like man-to-man defense. Got to try and force some mistakes here as they're running out of time. 48-30 Central Cass, 17-14 Richland in the third quarter. Lead was at 23 for 1 point for the Squirrels in the third. Right wing, here's a three from Holzer. Back rim, no good. Rebound to DeConte Smith. Pushes a pass for McKinnon. McKinnon, the runner, just inside the foul line, is deep off the back tab, and they have a jump ball. Jump ball possession light should go back to Richland, and it will. For the Colts, it is Rube, Hendrickson, Wagner, Smith, and Katie Erickson. Caitlin Wagner, Katie Erickson back in there with 4 fouls. Wagner getting a breather right now for the Richland Colts. Left wing with it is Rube. Rube with the short corner, staying with her. Great defense, Holzer. Hendrickson free throw line. And to further out, actually Wagner is in there, beg your pardon. Wagner between the circles, 18 on the shot clock. 7 minutes right now, fourth quarter. Pass for Rube, right wing. Not about a three. Help defense coming from Smith. They switch defensively as Smith bounce past Wagner. Shot clock at 6. At 5, Wagner directing traffic. Shot clock at 2. Pass tip, loose ball, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Turnover Richland. Nothing developed inside. Hurried past the last-ditch pass. Got tipped into the Central Cass front court. And a shot clock violation. Turnover 16 now for Richland. Holzer for Claire Cotton high on the right side. For McKinnon up top. 6:34 to play. 48-30 Central Cass. Cotton to the far corner with it. Has used up her dribble. Entry pass to DeConte Smith. Smith works her way in. Keeps her pivot foot. Turnaround shot is halfway down and off. No good. And another jump ball. As Rube tied it up with McKinnon. Rube goes down hard. And as they jump ball. Possession light to Central Cass. They both had a hand on the ball. Both with spinning and down hard to the deck. Inbounds McKinnon from Holzer. Haley on the drive, trying to split a pair of defenders, put up the runner, high up the glass. That's no good. The rebound goes to Hendrickson, her 4th, and we will have a foul against Central Cass. Going to be on McKinnon. 3rd on McKinnon. 5th team foul, make it the 6th team foul against Central Cass. Next foul will get to the Colts into the bonus. 6:08 to play, and no points so far here in this fourth quarter. 48-30 Central Cass. That's the Smith high on the left side with it. Cutter comes through and Wagner. Here's a steal. Picked off by DeConte Smith. Coast to coast in the drive and scores. 4-2. 8 for DeConte Smith. Points off of turnovers there. And it's 50-30. 20-point advantage for Central Cass. 5:48 to play with Rube. Turns it right wing. Leaping catch there by Erickson. Erickson a crossover dribble. Runs out between the circles, Hendrickson. Smith went for the steal and missed it. Smith blocks the 3 attempt from Hendrickson. DeConte back the other way with it. She'll drive, step through, lay it up, and good. And 1. Smith started it with the steal, able to step through around the defender off the glass and in, and a chance for the 3-point play. Foul's going to be on Tessa Smith, her first. There's still 5.5 minutes left, but you kind of get the feeling that might be a dagger right there. Smith will try for the 3-point play and miss it off the back tab, and Smith gets the rebound. Chasing it down, feet inside tip. Grabbed by Morgan Lee, forces up a shot. That one is blocked. Back out Claire Cotton, left wing 3. That's no good. There's McKinnon, offensive rebound. That's no good. And the rebound to Johnson. Well, the Squirrels had some chances. Colts back the other way with it. Turning inside, Hendrickson got tripped up. Threw up a shot, no good. That'll be a foul call. Foul against Central Cass. Morgan Lee will pick up her first. Where the Squirrels had some chances. DeConte Smith got that loose ball, beat Rube to the rebound. And a couple of chances after that. Free throw by Hendrickson is off the back rim, no good. The first free throw attempts in the second half here for the Colts are now 3 of 7 from the line. 5:14 to play in the fourth. It is 52-30 Central Cass. Second free throw, that's no good. And DeConte Smith, her 5th rebound by our numbers on the game. Off the bench, she's gone for 10 points and 5 rebounds. 5:05 to play. McKinnon, right wing for Lee. Posting up is Smith. Morgan drives. Feet across the paint, tipped. It was deflected off the fingertips of Erickson, trying to find McKinnon. Substitution in for Richland. Ava Egner, 5'5" senior, is in. And Tessa Smith back in the lineup as well. Out go Hendrickson and Katie Erickson for the Colts. 5 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Inbounds cross court right wing. Here is McKinnon to the free throw line. Reach and foul called. On Rube. Second on Rube. That'll be the 6th team foul against Richland. Next one will get them into the Squirrels into the 1-and-1 bonus. 4:57 to go here in the fourth. 52-30. The Colts have gone scoreless so far here in the fourth quarter. Off a screen, Morgan Lee, 3 in the corner near side. No. Smith, offensive rebound. DeConte muscles her way in. Shot blocked. Another rejection. That's 3 for Mackenzie Johnson. Loose ball is picked up by Egner. Now for Wagner. It's at least 3 blocks for Johnson so far this evening. 4:38 to play in the fourth. Right wing with it, Johnson. Johnson to the free throw circle. Right wing for Smith. Smith, the left-handed dribble into the paint. And she is fouled. Holding the foul on Smith. Third on DeConte Smith. That is the 18th foul against the Squirrels. 1-and-1 coming for Tessa Smith. Substitutions, Leonard, Tori Richter, and Jalen Cotton in for Central Cass. For Smith, Holzer, and Claire Cotton. 52-30. Squirrels set the tone early with a big first quarter. Smith, this is the front end of the 1-and-1 as Leonard battling for that loose ball. Ball is still loose and we'll have a jump ball. So the Colts 0 of 3 from the line here in the fourth quarter. Still skunked here in the fourth. They're nearly halfway through this final stanza. The Squirrels set the tone early and really have been in control all night long. Smith had her pocket peck stolen by Jalen Cotton. Colts turn it over. Here's Leonard. Right wing with it for Tori Richter. They enter it inside and got kicked by Wagner out of bounds. It'll stay with Central Cass with 4:17 to play. Leonard will trinker it in. Far corner for Central Cass. Bounce pass. Jalen Cotton got free. Got stripped on her way to the basket. Yeah, that's a good call by Dustin Farkas. Had it knocked free and then it glanced off her lower leg and out of bounds. 5th second half turnover for Central Cass and 14 on the night. 52-30 Central Cass. Rube front court with it. Chest high on that dribble. A one-handed pass. Smith knocked away, and it's going to be a reach. I think Jalen Cotton tried to poke a hand in there and a reach from behind, see if she can knock it free. Third on Jalen Cotton, 19 foul. McKinnon, Smith, and Cotton 3 fouls each. And when you're up 22 in the fourth, you can get away with things like that. It's not going to cost you. Something that could become a bad habit. Free throw on the front end of the 1-and-1. Smith on her toss hit the backboard, did not hit the rim, so it's a dead ball. And we'll go back to Central Cass. Smith will check out. Riley Hendrickson in. Katie Erickson back in. Out goes Egner for Richland. Inbounds. Richter coming to get the inbounds. We've had it midcourt by Rube. Pass into front court between the circles. Leonard lob inside, pass telegraphed, intercepted by Hendrickson. A loose ball foul on Lee. Squirrels have gotten a little bit maybe too content, little bit lethargic offensively. Foul on Morgan Lee is her second. 10th team foul, double bonus into play, but Colts haven't hit any free throws. 0-4 here in the fourth quarter. Officials. Is there some blood perhaps? On Emily, no. I guess there was some blood. She will have to come in after the first free throw. That's what it is. Official escorting her back to the scorer's table. McKinnon will have to wait on the substitution now. Just to make it official, Hendrickson misses the first of the 2 free throws. Now Emily can come in for Kaylee McKinnon. 3:58 to play here, fourth quarter. Our post-game report brought to you by Shields is coming up here after our play-by-play. Free throws good. 1 of 2 from the stripe, 52-31. 21-point advantage here for Central Cass. They trailed 2-0, and that's been the only Richland lead. They went on a 12-0 run, and they've really never looked back from that point. High on the right side, Jalen Cotton tries to enter it for Lee, and they hand it to the back. Down low, and a foul on Hendrickson. Riley Hendrickson's second, 17 foul, bonus situation into play with 3:45 to go here in the fourth. And Emma Lee will shoot a pair of free throws here. Actually, 1-and-1, beg your pardon. Free throw. Needs one to get another. She did. 4 points, 4 rebounds for the senior Emma Lee. 53-31 Squirrels. 3:45 to play here in regulation. Second toss. Good. Got them both. Squirrels from the line here in the second half. Counting it up here, I have them at 6 of 9. We'll put them at 11 of 17 for the game. 54-31. Bounce pass. They got kicked by Lee, and it did. will stay with Richland. DeConte Smith and Holzer in for the Squirrels. Out will go Richter and Jalen Cotton. 3:38 to play here, fourth quarter. Squirrels, final game before the holiday break. They'll take on Sargent Central January 2nd. High on the left side, deep three coming by Megan Rube. In and out, no good. Rebound Hendrickson, shot blocked by Smith. And contact and a foul. A few howls from the Central Cass fan section. Thought that was a clean block. Third personal, DeConte Smith. 10th team foul. Free throw number one for Hendrickson, no good. Boy, the free throw struggles continue here for Richland in the fourth quarter. 1 of 7 for the game, 4 of 13. Hendrickson, 5 points, 5 rebounds, couple of block shots. Second toss is good. 54-32, Central Cass. 3:26 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Pass goes left wing, Lennard. Lennard through the free throw circle to the right wing has picked up her dribble. Emma Lee, free throw circle from 17 and banks it home. 7 for Lee, 56-32 Squirrels. 3:10 to play here, fourth quarter. Colts with Wagner, spins free throw line, down the paint, short corner Hendrickson. Baseline shot, no. Another rebound, 7 of the night for DeConte Smith. 10 points and 7 rebounds by our numbers off the bench for Smith. High on the left side for Holzer. Colts man to man. Riley Holzer on the right side, three-point arc, right side for Smith. We have a foul away from the ball. It's going to be on the Colts. They may have Wagner. Wagner in a hold. Second on Wagner, 18 foul. Riley Holzer heads to the stripe. Substitutions, Kaylee McKinnon in for Emma Lee. Egner and Smith back in for the Colts for Johnson and Hendrickson. Colts started the year 9th in the preseason poll. Were in the poll in the top 10 until they were beat by Oaks last week. Free throw in and out, no good. Rebound Smith, put back and scores. Holzer missing the front end of the 1-and-1, but DeConte Smith in the offensive rebound, put back basket. Squirrels get their 2, 58-32. 2:37 to play with Wagner. Wagner for Egner between the circles. Coming out defensively is Morgan Lee. Wagner, basket cut, Rube trying to get free. Over to the short corner, hooks a pass for Smith. Just inside the foul line, pass out, stolen by Lennard. 20 Colts turnovers tonight. Center step dribble as Holzer at her pocket pick, stolen by Megan Rube. Rube, right a spin move. He can't get free from Holzer. Fouls on Riley Holzer on the reach. Second on Holzer. Squirrels already at the 10 foul limit. Clock stops at 2:16 to play, and Rube has her first trip to the free throw line tonight. 9 points for Megan Rube. Nobody in double figures so far tonight for Richland, and that'll stay that way. Free throw is short. Paige Hasmarket in for Richland. Out will go Katie Erickson. 2:16 to play, fourth quarter, 58-32 Central Cass. So finish off a very impressive early season win, and the Squirrels making a statement here in Region 1 early on. Free throw good. 58-33. He knows at the top of the heap. The Kindred Vikings, it's kind of who's going to be the ones that are going to get the chance to chase him. Baseline shot, it is Lee. Morgan Lee missed it. And the rebound goes to Tessa Smith. Her fourth rebound. Outlet Rube harassed by Riley Holzer. 2 minutes to play in this one. Colts will drop to 3-2. Rube up top. Wheels a pass. Hasmarket. Left wing 3. Blocked by Lennard into the hands of Megan Rube. So Bell Lennard with the block. Feed for McKinnon. Down into the paint. Puts up the shot. High off the window. And 2 for McKinnon. Kaylee McKinnon has 11. 60-33. Central Cass leads by 27. 1:38 to play in this one. Rube trying to spin at the free throw line. Foul on Holzer. Third on Holzer. And Rube back at the stripe. So Rube with 10. 9 for Mackenzie Johnson. Leading scorers here for the Colts. 1:37 to play in this one. Free throw number 1 is good. 60-34. Sarah Larson into the lineup for Central Cass. Number 2, 5'6" senior in. Delaney Cotton back in as well. Out go Morgan Lee and Lennard. One thing that's been impressive with this win for Central Cass, or soon to be ready to finish this one off, is this has been a team effort. Everybody that's been out there has done something to make it work. Rube hits them both. 60-35 Squirrels. 90 seconds and counting here in regulation time. Squirrels will move to 4-1 with the victory. Holzer in the drive. Teardrop floater. High up the glass. No good. Hasmark in the rebound. Clears it for Smith, who finds Wagner. Wagner hustles it into front court. Wagner for Rube, right wing. Eyes on Cotton. Defender fell down as he shot no good from Rube. And Sarah Larson the rebound. Feet down floor, catching Smith. DeConte, bounce pass inside Cotton. Delaney had her shot blocked. Picked up by Smith. And back come the Colts. Pass for Rube. Tipped. Along the near sideline and out of bounds with a minute to play. Megan Lingen will check into the game for the Richland Colts. Number 15, a 5'7" sophomore. Holzer gets a nice hand as she checks out. Substitution in for the Squirrels. Richter back in there. Runner off the front rim, no good. That from Hasbargen. And Tori Richter grabs the rebound for Central Cass. Final minute of play, 48 seconds and rolling. 60-35 Squirrels. McKinnon nearly poked free by Rube. Right wing, Smith. Lob out for Tori Richter. Shot clock at 20 for DeConte Smith. Smith dribbles to the free throw circle. Bounce pass for McKinnon. Further out for Richter. Right wing. That is Cotton. That is Delaney. Cotton feet inside. Richter. Basket cut. Got free and scores. 4 for Tori Richter. 23 seconds to go in this one. 62-35 Central Cass. Rube. Right wing. Over there finding Ava Egner for Smith. Further out for Lingen. And the left side for Rube. 12 seconds to play. Back dribble by Megan Rube. Right-handed drive down the paint. Puts up the floater. Shot no good. Rebound Richter. Fourth rebound for Tori Richter. 4 seconds left. Had it knocked free. Gets it back down to 1. And Central Cass. An impressive win tonight. They held a Richland team that was scoring nearly 66 points a game. They held them to nearly half that number. Held Megan Rube well under her early season average. Held her to 12. The Squirrels started with defense. Shot the ball well in the first half. Won the hustle battle, and Central Cass a complete performance here tonight as the Squirrels go to 4-1 with the win. They remain perfect inside of Region 1 play at 3-0. Richland drops to 3-2, and they are 2-1 in Region 1 play. Our post-game report brought to you by Shields is coming up next. Final score in this one, Central Cass 62, Richland 35. Our post-game report coming up after this 3-minute timeout.
Winter is a time for rest and relaxation after a busy farming season, but it's also time to look towards spring. The Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden is currently offering prepay for both liquid and granular fertilizers. Take the stress out of spring by pre-booking your custom fertilizer application. The Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden is also your propane supplier, keeping your family warm this winter. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden.
Know who has some great food? Kelly's Cafe in Arthur, North Dakota. Besides their daily lunch specials, they're known for their Monday night fry bread tacos. People rave about their Wednesday night $5 cheeseburger and fries basket. And every Saturday night, prime rib. But it's their Friday night dinner special you won't want to miss. Listen to this station starting every Wednesday to hear their Friday night special. Believe me, it's so good you'll want to work it into your weekend plans. Kelly's Friday night special, only at Kelly's Cafe in Arthur. Cass County Electric Cooperative would like to wish good luck to all athletes and coaches during tonight's game. Cass County Electric Cooperative is your community-focused electric cooperative, working to deliver affordable, reliable, and safe energy to you, their consumer members. Follow Cass County Electric on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see energy-saving tips or visit their website at CassCountyElectric.com. At Cass County Electric Cooperative, they're proud to be a supporter of local athletics in the region. Cass County Electric Cooperative. Community-focused, member-driven. Small towns are the heart and soul of North Dakota. And More Engineering salutes the hardworking student-athletes that compete in Class B sports. They work with more than 100 North Dakota cities, so they see firsthand the loyalty and pride residents feel for their communities and for their teams. Best of luck to all schools competing. More Engineering is committed to helping cities of every size across the state be more vibrant, more progressive, more sustainable. Find more information at moreengineeringinc.com.
Jerry's Excavating in Castleton wishes the team good luck in today's game. Jerry's Excavating digs complete septic systems, water lines, and sewers, and offers directional boring, laser ditching, demolition, basement excavating, and site prep. Call Jerry and the guys for all your excavating needs at 347-4368. That's 347-4368. Jerry's Excavating in Castleton.
This Christmas, all of us at Shields would like to take a moment to recognize the givers, the makers of smiles, igniters of dreams, good-hearted people who give of themselves unto others and embody the true spirit of the season with gifts of hope to those in need, compassion for those less fortunate, and time together with loved ones. So here's to the givers who give from the heart and make Christmas magic. Merry Christmas from Shields.
We're serious about sports. 103.9 The Truck and 1039thetruck.com.
Very impressive performance here for Central Cass. They go to the Christmas break at 4-1, a 62-35 win, and just one of those nights for the Richland Colts. They had to chase the score early, down 12-2. Squirrels went on a 12-0 run for a 12-2 lead, and they just could not recover. 62-35, Squirrels won the battle defensively, shot the ball well in the first half, really out-hustled the Colts a good chunk of the night, and they kind of put all that together in a very complete win for Central Cass here this evening. 62-35 the final. Our post-game report brought to you by Shields. As we get to our final numbers here in this one, as update on the Enderlin and Maple Valley and Tower City. Eagles leading the Raiders at the end of 3 quarters of play, 36-30 was the score there. 36-30 your score, and we'll see if we have any other scores to pass along here at this point. 20-19 last we had with Hillsborough Central Valley and Hatton Northwood. See if we have anything else to pass along at this point. Not quite yet. We'll see if we can track down any other scores before the night comes to a close. If not, we'll have them with our sports coming up tomorrow during the Ben and Jim Morning Show, 7:20 and 8:20 here on 1039 The Truck and 1039thetruck.com. Final numbers here for the victorious Squirrels, as they had 9 different players score. Good balance, 3 in double figures, led by Kaylee McKinnon and DeConte Smith. Smith goes for 12 points, 8 rebounds unofficially. She had 6 points in the fourth quarter, 12 points and 8 rebounds for Smith. 12 points, 4 rebounds for Kaylee McKinnon. Jalen Cotton with 11 points, unofficially 4 rebounds. 8 points for Belle Lennard, 8 points, 3 rebounds and a block shot. Emma Lee, 7 points, 4 rebounds. 4 points, 4 rebounds for Tori Richter. 3 points each for Morgan Lee and Riley Holzer. Holzer really did a nice job. They used a number of defenders to try and slow down Megan Rube. And Richter and Holzer did the majority of the work. 3 points for Holzer, 3 as well for Morgan Lee, 6 rebounds, and 2 points for Delaney Cotton for 62 for Central Cass. Squirrels from the line went 11 of 18 from the stripe, 6 of 10 in the second half of play. So 11 of 18 from the stripe is 61%. Emma Lee goes 3 of 4. Jalen Cotton 2 of 2. Morgan Lee 0 of 2. Riley Holzer 0 of 1. Lennard goes 2 of 2. Kaylee McKinnon, counting it up here, goes 4 of 6. And DeConte Smith 0 of 1. Team fouls. Squirrels whistle for a final total tonight of 20, 12 in the second half. 3 for Smith, McKinnon, Jalen Cotton, and Riley Holzer. 2 each for Richter, Emma Lee, Morgan Lee, and Lennard. Leading rebounders by our numbers, 8 for Smith, 6 for Morgan Lee, 7 second half turnovers, and 16 on the evening. For the Richland Colts, they came in scoring just under 66 points a game in their first 4 games. They were 65 and change, and they were held to almost half that number tonight. They had games, they were held to 58 Saturday, but they had hit 60 plus twice, and then 73 against Wyndmere Lidgerwood, 73 back a couple of weeks ago on December the 5th. As in that game, Rube led 3 in double figures with 19 points. Megan Rube held to a season low, came in averaging 30 a game. She was held to 12 tonight for the Richland Colts. 12 points for Megan Rube, 4 rebounds. 9 for Mackenzie Johnson, 3 rebounds, 3 block shots for Johnson. Riley Hendrickson, 6 points, 5 rebounds, and a pair of blocks. 4 points each for Caitlin Wagner and Tessa Smith. Smith had the only bench points tonight for Richland, and a final total of 35 on the evening. Richland struggled from the line. They got to the line in the second half 12 times, and all those came in the fourth quarter, and made just 5. 5 of 12 from the line, fourth quarter and the second half for that matter, and 8 of 18 for the game, so 44% and change from the stripe for Richland. Rube went 3 of 4. Mackenzie Johnson 1 of 2. Hendrickson went 2 for 6. Wagner 2 of 2. And Tessa Smith 0 for 2. Team fouls, counting it up here. 15 on Richland, 8 in the second half. As 4 for Katie Erickson. She didn't score, and foul trouble followed her around all night. She picked up her 4th personal with 5:29 to go in the third quarter. Sat the rest of the third quarter and played about half of the minutes in the fourth. Did not score tonight at 4 rebounds. 2 fouls each for Wagner and Hendrickson, 3 for Johnson, 2 for Rube, 1 for Smith, and a technical on the Richland bench and coached Bruce Shy in the first half. Leading rebounder Hendrickson 5, Smith and Erickson and Rube each had 4, and 20 turnovers, 10 in each half on the evening for the Richland Colts. By quarter, Central Cass led 23-6 after 1, including a 12-0 run in the first quarter. It was 34-13 Squirrels at the half. 17-14 Richland of the third, made it 48-30 Central Cass after 3. Then 14-5 in favor of the Squirrels in the fourth. And a very convincing win, Central Cass 62 and Richland 35. We'll wrap it up here from Castleton. Our post-game report brought to you by Shields. We'll wrap it up in 90 seconds.
Shouldn't a home comfort system make you completely comfortable? At Carrier, our expert dealers are the trusted source for everything you need for home heating and cooling. When you decide to repair or upgrade your home comfort system, your local Carrier dealer can advise you on your air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality needs. From maintenance to repair to installation, going with a Carrier expert is a decision you'll always take comfort in.
Turn to the experts at Carrier. Steve's Heating and Air Conditioning, Castleton, and the surrounding area. 347-4761. Camus Sand and Gravel would like to wish the teams good luck in the game. Camus Sand and Gravel. Hauling gravel, rock, sand, and dirt when and where you need it. They also offer custom trucking, dozer work, and custom gravel crushing. Serving Cass, Ransom, Richland, and Sargent County since 1960. Call Kevin at 261-5531 or call the shop at 633-5528. Camus Sand and Gravel, a proud supporter of this sports broadcast.
The Ringneck in Leonard supports our local teams in today's game. They're proud to sponsor this exciting broadcast. And great food awaits you at the Ringneck. $3 burgers and cheeseburgers every Thursday night starting at 5. And you can always catch the game at the Ringneck with great food specials all week long. For great food, it's the Ringneck on Railroad Avenue South in Leonard. Like us on Facebook. Nicole and her staff at the Ringneck in Leonard wish the teams all the best in today's game. We'll see you at the Ringneck in Leonard.
The local source for news, sports, events, and more each and every week. The Cass County Reporter. Cass County Reporter, giving you the details on the happenings in and around Cass County. Read what's going on with your neighborhood and neighbors by getting your subscription today by calling the Cass County Reporter at 347-4493 or online at ccreporter.com. Have it sent to your home or look for it at your favorite business. Cass County Reporter of Castleton and Cass County.
A couple of scores to pass along. Enderlin getting a win. Kaylee Schlacht of Enderlin hitting a three-point shot with 2 seconds left. Give the Eagles the win over Maple Valley, 49-48. Enderlin with a region win. And in Lisbon, Mildred R. Sargent leading Lisbon to the fourth quarter, 28-22. Bulldogs leading the Broncos going into the fourth quarter. 62-35 the final. Central Cass now 4-1, 3-0 in the region with the victory. Richland now 3-2 overall. They are 2-1 inside of region play. They will take on Mayport CG. They'll host the Patriots Thursday night in Colfax, and then we'll take on Hillsborough Central Valley on Friday, the 27th. That'll do it here tonight. Big thanks to our sponsors. You'll hear that list here momentarily. Next broadcast coming up Friday night, boys basketball. It'll be Kindred at Northern Cass in Region 1 action. Early season matchup there as the Vikings, a couple of tough losses to DGF, and then Hillsborough Central Valley came back from a halftime deficit, beat the Vikings last night. The Jaguars without their standout Jace Crockett, still out due to an injury suffered in football in the fall. They will come in with a 0-1 mark in that matchup. Coverage begins around 7:30 Friday night on 103.9 The Truck and 103.9thetruck.com. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to Jeremy McIntyre producing things at our studios as well. Repeating that final one more time. High school basketball tonight presented by Shields. Your final score, Central Cass 62, Richland 35 from Central Cass High School. Good night.
been listening to high school basketball on 103.9 The Truck. Brought to you by Shields with sportscaster Brad Anderson.